All right, guys, welcome to the channel. Here to break down the 30-second promo trailer for episode 8 of season 1 of MobLand from Paramount Plus. Excuse me, MobLand on Paramount Plus. This episode is entitled Helter Skelter. So, without further ado, my good people, I'm not going to waste any of your time. I'm going to go ahead and let's get started. Let's break this down and see what we can find out what might be going on in the next episode.
I want you to know that there is no blame and that you are always welcome under this roof.
Anybody buying that? I think that's all a facade. I think the results of what happened last week will motivate Maeve to uh to enact her master plan, whatever that is. Because I just don't see her taking accountability, going, she not voicing it necessarily, but being genuine with Serafina. I think if anything, this makes her hate Serafina even more, and her saying there's nobody to blame. She's just doing that for the family, in front of the family. We've seen her put on an act. Maeve's a very Machiavellian character. I think, like I said, this will fuel her hate towards Serafina even more, because she's going to be like, my son died, but they let this bastard live. And because Serafina's existence is like a insult to her, and then the fact that Conrad loves her just as much as any of his other kids, probably even more than Brendan, and has her a part of the family, that rubs the salt in the wound even more. Like, I think she wouldn't necessarily have a problem if Conrad kept her at a distance, kept Serafina at a distance, but the fact that he brings her around and then her firstborn is dead, she's just doing that. Putting on a show. So, moving on.
Man thinks twice before picking up the phone to Cat McAllister.
Owing anything to her is how we all get fucked.
Once again, Cat McAllister, that's been the big question over these last few days since the last episode. I'm not saying anything too groundbreaking where I say I think she's definitely involved with the government, just somebody who maybe straddles both sides of the fence. But a lot of people are wondering what's the connection to her and Harry, because she sounded very familiar with Harry when he called, and possibly the Harrigans. But you hear in this few seconds of conversation, or the way the trailer's cut, Harry's sitting here talking to, or excuse me, not Harry, but Conrad saying, you should probably think twice before calling Cat McAllister. Now, this was the same guy that was screaming, bring my babies home, bring my babies home. This was the same guy who was talking about bring them home no matter what. But then when he finds out that this Harry picked up the phone and called Cat McAllister, he's talking about maybe you should have thought twice. And then we see Kevin saying that this is, anybody who basically has a favor from her, it's their ruin. So it's like you make a deal with her, but there are a lot of strings that come attached. And the thing about it, it looks like whatever strings are part of the deal, they are too much to bear for the individual. And so it'll be interesting to see. I think we got 2 or 3 episodes left. We can maybe get more, find out more about this mysterious figure of Cat McAllister.
Hello, Conrad.
I'd like you to come down for a wee visit. We can get to know each other.
The way you break a crime family, make friends with their foe. What we need to do, snuggle up to Richie.
MobLand.
All right. So we have Alice being invited to the Causewalk by Conrad. You see the look on Jan's face. And now I didn't have Alice on my death predictions for season 1, but she's definitely on there now, because I look at it this way. This could be a good or bad thing for Alice. Like, it gets her into the belly of the beast, and she can actually maybe get some concrete evidence for Fist. But at the same time, she's naked out there. She's by herself out there. There ain't no way they're going to be there to be able to back her up, which puts her in a lot of harm. And what I think is going to happen is she's going to push too far and get caught. and they're gonna put her down. Like I think she's gonna be gone by the season finale, like, and maybe even by the end of this episode. But I think she's gonna push it, and they're gonna get rid of her. So I think for sure Alice is now on the death predictions. Because like I said, they're already on to her. I mean, because Jan snuck off the compound to go see her, and that's like a big no-no because they're at war and you can't, basically they hit the mattresses and she's leaving and talking to a stranger, somebody they don't even know, somebody she just met. So I think Alice's fate is sealed. I think she's gonna be taken out as a result of coming to the Causewald and snooping around and just getting caught. Um, this new figure we have, God, I love the actor. I know his first name is Toby. I can't think of his last name, but he's a great character actor. He's in a lot of he's a solid performer. The show is great to have him, but it appears that he may be a direct superior of Fisk, who he's been reporting to. Now, it appears he has a new theory or a way to get at the Harrigans, and that is to befriend Richie, start working towards Richie Stevenson. Hey, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So, but I don't know. Will Richie cooperate with law enforcement? Richie seems to be a stand-up guy, a man of honor to some extent, at least in the world that they operate in, the world of crime. But will he reach his breaking point to where I have to do this? Is my only way to get the true revenge over the Harrigans is I got to talk to the law. So it'll be interesting. I don't know. I don't think Richie will. I don't think he'll cooperate in the way they want him to. I think he because he's from that world, he's not going to break that code and talk to the police. At least that's what I think. I think he's just he wants to do it on his own. He wants to do it himself. But that's at the end of the day, the man did lose his wife and his son, and maybe he just might be so desperate and turn to the police. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's all I have for this. This show does a great job of keeping you drawn in. Like it's kind of like, I call it water, like they used to call back the water cooler talk. Like, a couple people I work with, we come into work, man, and coming up with our different theories or that and the other. But so yeah, guys, that's all I have, guys. Like I always say, if it's for 1 minute, 5 minutes, or a whole damn video, I appreciate you taking time out of the day to view my content. If you haven't and you listen this far, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe, smash the like, and please get in the comments. Let's get the discussion going. So with that being said, it's your boy P sign off, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.